All right, aloha guys. It's nice to be here. Um, so this is my senior capstone proposal and presentation. And I named it Music Beyond the Song, and we're gonna go over why. So a little bit about myself is that like I said, my name is Zachary-Alan Kim. I'm a transfer student from Honolulu Community College under the audio engineering program. I graduated from high school from Mid-Pacific Institute. I'm here under the program of study of creative media with the concentration of general creative media. Let's get started. So in my presentation, my executive summary, I'm going to be going over my plans for my senior capstone project, stating my thesis, going over my objective rationale of my research conducted, and addressing the significance of my proposed project. So this is my thesis statement. Music has a remarkable ability to touch souls, from uplifting spirits in times of darkness to providing a channel for self-expression and emotional release. And when I'm talking about times of darkness, I'm going to be focusing more on the mental health and illness side of it. It's a dark place that people have been, and there's a lot of patients going through mental illness. And we're going to go over how music can influence and assist it. We're also going to be going over, on the other side, the songwriting and artist point of view, how self-expression could also be used with music to help promote and better one's life. So my objective and rationale for this research conducted. My objective is to touch the hearts of my target audience mentally and emotionally, and to let the world know that music is so much more than just sounds and lyrics on a paper. My rationale, reason being for this project is I've once been a part of the live music industry, but I wanted so much more than to just perform other people's songs. I got my AS in audio engineering and later wrote my first ever original song. At the time, it highly influenced my life, and it was a huge thing because my grandpa was diagnosed and fought against Alzheimer's. So I decided to write the song about his struggles with it. My song became a very positive trigger for him while he listened to it. He would listen to it every morning and every night before bed, which noticeably assisted flashbacks and memories that he had. It would also assist to soothe and calm him during times of intense episodes of Alzheimer's. Due to this impactful experience, I was influenced to conduct research about this topic. That being said, overall, I want to attain a better understanding of the emotional side of music to educate and prepare myself for my future plans, which is to one day hopefully become a music video producer. So my plan is to use what I've learned as an audio engineer student and a creative media student to combine my skills into one project. I will be delivering an original song and a visual to create a music video. This song would definitely be an emotional song. A reason why it's going to be an emotional song is because I'm going to be using a slower tempo. My research states that slower tempos bring out more emotions, more so to sadness and feeling. But at the same time, a slower tempo can relax one's muscles, releasing oxytocin to benefit levels of relaxation. And this is going to be a song that people struggling with mental illness can relate to their own lives and find the sense of escape from their condition, and a song that overall people can feel. Why is this appropriate to my topic? The music aspect will create an emotion with my target audience. It is important to know that song can bring out a similar emotion to all listeners, but but each individual has a completely different trigger for that targeted emotion. What I mean by that is, for example, everyone has a favorite song. Most times it's because it means something to you, whether it being a memory of happiness or sadness or a moment of life. However, someone else with that same favorite song can have a completely different reason and could be affected by it in a different way, meaning it could be because it relates to them in their present time period that they're going through. And thirdly, the artist who wrote that song could have a completely different reason or take on it as well. This is because everyone has their own personal takes on self-expression. Because of this, it brings the community together because everyone that shares that same favorite song come together with one common aspect. So This music video will help share a story behind the music as a visual presentation of my targeted emotion. These two aspects of my project will demonstrate how music can assist in mental health through my own self-expression to help touch the hearts of my target audience and community. So the significance. The significance of my project is that it assists with understanding the relationships between the song and its listeners. It allows listeners to not only listen to a song because it sounds good or cool, but it also has an effect on their emotions and how they can relate it to their own lives. Due to an effect on one's emotions, it can also persuade or change a person's mind and mood, which would be vital to people who suffer from mental illness. On the other hand, it allows an artist to self-express, like I just stated, their own feelings through their song as a coping mechanism for themselves. One thing to know about self-expression is that many people struggle with a lack of ability to self-express themselves. Think about a time or a moment in past where you lost someone and immediately people are rushing to you asking, are you okay? Are you okay? Blah, 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 blah. It's hard to express it at first. You're still coping. You're still trying to find the right words. You can't even find the words for yourself. My research states that writing a song is actually therapeutical, allowing a person to express one's feelings through an art without it being through a conversation. My future implications would probably be further expanding this idea into the medical field due to music not yet being a worldwide official form of treatment. I state worldwide because it is actually being practiced in a few or a handful of hospitals and medical facilities. But the ultimate goal is to hopefully bring music into the world and into the medical industry as a whole. So this is my data. First off, I want to start with 57.8 million Americans live with mental illness. To overview mental illness, that includes like depression, dementia, Alzheimer's, sleep deprivation. This first data chart is from the ABC News about suicide rates and how it continues to raise throughout the years. This is a huge problem that we face as Americans and as a world, and we need to put this to a stop. And I believe that music can do that or assist with it. My second set of data is that this shows the progressiveness of how many people listen to music throughout the years. And every year it's progressively going up. As you can see from 2018 to 2022, the time listening to music a day has definitely raised. This is good for my project because people that don't even understand what music can do, they already listen to it. They're listening to it every day. My second chart shows that the benefits of music therapy used in mental illness patients, and it was put into trial. So as you can see on the left, it discusses hormones. So they discuss what therapy can do with therapists only, what music can do only, and music therapy. And music therapy went off the charts within this practice. It's hormones that are supposed to have preventive effects on mental illness diseases, and is significantly increased by music therapy. So what is my target audience? My target audience focuses on those who have felt any form of traumatic loss. Traumatic loss is one of the leading factors towards depression, which is one of the heaviest branches of mental illness. I want to demonstrate to my target audience that they are not alone. The reason that a lot of people commit suicide is that they feel lonely. They feel like they don't have an escape. And it's a huge part of mental illness that, it affects our world and has us lose our loved ones. I also want to target other musicians to influence them to write more songs that captures emotions, to make a difference in the community, to promote music within mental health. Last but not least, I know this is a little different. I want to target myself. The reason for this is because most people fail to realize that an emotional song doesn't only affect listeners, but it also affects the artist. I will be using my own personal emotions and self-expressions to write a song that means something to me. But I'm not going to directly state what my song is specifically about to my own life. I want to write a song that allows my own target audience to be able to take my music and lyrics to relate it in their own way. My proposed solution. So my project does not only assist those who suffer from mental illness, but it will also influence and encourage the music industry and its artists to challenge themselves to make the world a better place through the art of song. I propose to start and succeed in that challenge within my own production. My preparation process. Pre-production would probably be writing lyrics down, finding the right keys and tempo, which is going to be appropriate for my song that creates an emotional nostalgia. My production process would be to hit the studio, record the song, and then storyboard and develop a scene for a potential music video to further visually express that emotion and feeling. And at the end of all of my productions, I want to send it out to the community, probably in the forms of either Spotify, social media, sending it to current artists that made it that I already know, to survey them and to explain my process and findings to confirm my theory. So my deliverable, I chose the best way that I can show what my project is going to be like. And it's through this song. Before I play this, I want you to really listen to the lyrics and then see the video. And this is gonna basically restate that someone who writes a song, if you just listen to this, the lyrics without watching the video, you're gonna be able to hear those words and relate it to what it means to your own life. And self-expression through this artist, he puts it into a video where it explains what it means to him specifically.
You don't have your audio connected, so we won't be able to hear it. You didn't test it out. You gotta connect your audio.
Okay. Let's see.
Or you can give us the link in the chat so that we'd have to listen to it on our own.
I think when you
Okay.
share screen, Zach, there's a little setting to do that, but yeah, it's something about like connect computer audio. There's like a toggle, but yeah. So you might have to stop sharing and then reshare, and then as you're resharing.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Sorry, I'm kind of unfamiliar with. I thought, yeah.
So when I click on share screen, I see a little, the window pops up and then it says share sound at the bottom left. Yeah.
Oh, share sound. Got it. Ooh, okay. So it says, I'll drop the link in the chat, but it says to share sound, I have to install a media player through Zoom.
Yeah, just share the link.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go over what this video is. Actually, I'll just play it anyway while you can watch it. So his lyrics basically state that it's about a song where he expresses major sadness. A huge lyric that he has is, "How can this happen to me? I've made my mistakes. I got nowhere to run." So if you just listen to this video and watch like a lyric video to it, you would have no idea what this song is actually about to this artist. It definitely sounds like a mistake being made, which we all have and we can all relate to. But as we watch the music video part of it, you can visually see what he's talking about. And this music video or this song is about driving under the influence and taking one's life and what it can do to yourself, that person, and that person's family. And it's a very heavy video and song, which relates to what my project is going to focus on. My lyrics in general is going to be something that people can relate to within the words. Later on, when I make the music video, you're going to find out what that song exactly means to me and how I self-expressed it with my own emotions. Last but not least, before I say thank you, I want to end on an ending note. and say that music is everywhere. It's a part of our everyday life, whether we notice it or not. It's in our cars, restaurants that we eat at. It's in movies, it's in video games. And unfortunately, sometimes it could be irritating, but it's even in elevators. And there is a reason for that. It's to set a mood and channel emotions to our brains. I chose to say this part last so that I can make it through my entire project, but I am actually a patient of a form of mental illness. Within the past year and a half, I suffered with depression. So I know I stated that my grandpa passed away from Alzheimer's, which influenced me to choose this topic and do research on it. And also that led me to choose my project. But last year, during the same time period, I also lost 6 people. I lost my 2 puppies. I lost my childhood best friend. I lost my high school best friend to suicide. 2 days after my youngest one got put down, my youngest puppy got put down, my grandpa passed, and it was a rough time. Soon later, another one of my friends passed, and my auntie died from a rare form of cancer. I was in such a terrible emotional phase and state in my life. And it's definitely the hardest thing that I've ever had to encounter, because all of these things happened within the span of about 5 to 6 months. I don't know if you can picture that, but yeah, 6 people within 5 to 6 months. And I went into therapy. I tried it out for the first time. It did assist me a little bit, but it didn't do the job completely. What did do the job was listening to music and getting into songwriting. Songwriting definitely brought me back and assisted with me digging myself out of that hole. So I can say that I am living proof of what music can do for someone. And if music could bring me back from that, I can only imagine how effective it can be for others, which is why I know that my project will be a success. Thank you.